Welcome everybody to the late show, the late night chart show. Sorry about the delay. We had some technical difficulties, and but I did want to get these charts out of the way because we have some very interesting technical setups. And what an incredible day today! Actually, this is a miracle, a miraculous day for stocks that just yesterday looked like they were really going to take a beating, and they are back, and I think we're back in bull mode. I mean, I was thinking it might be several weeks before these things turn around, but actually, they are looking really good. So let's go into SHG Skylight. Has anybody? That's right, no sleep till Brooklyn. All right, Beastie Boys, 1980, was that 86? I don't know. I remember this in high school. So, Skylight, did any of you guys see the live stream today with Prad? This guy is amazing. I really think this could be a, we started with this at what, about 60 cents, I believe, was when we started. So I'm looking for $7 minimum on this chart, and I think it could get there pretty quick. It's not going to be next week, but I would say by April. Give it a couple of months. Give it 3-4 months, maybe even sooner. But these guys have a great fundamentals, great business model, great leadership. The chart looks amazing. I mean, I just hope it doesn't overheat. So, but this is going to be a wild ride. I hope you guys like roller coasters like we had today. Today was a roller coaster day. Speaking of which, let's go to CBDT. Speaking of roller coasters, I'm going to look at the CBDT. Actually, I'm going to look at the, I'm going to show you the 3-month chart because that kind of gives you the more accurate. Okay, so, wow, what a great setup over here. Look at this long base explosion. And today we had price discovery. Look at this comeback. The stock opened up, fell out of bed, and came back on volume. Pretty decent volume, over 20, how many million? 26 million shares. Not bad. 26 million shares. The companies are now, I would say, they're probably loaded with cash. I think they're going to get those warrants exercised. It's what I'm curious though is what is this guy going to do with all that money? So that's a lot of dry powder. It's a lot of fuel, a lot of gas in the tank for major growth. So I think we could see some very interesting things with Empower. Let's look at Peak. Again, this thing is not coming up here. Okay, I'm going to pull it up on another chart. Okay, let me come back to Peak in a second. There's a bug in this thing. Okay, here we're going to do the US. We're going to do the US. The US comes up. Okay. So same idea, same basic idea. Price discovery. And what kind of price discovery? Look at this. This stock was falling out of bed today. I mean, it looked like it was just going to go straight to, I don't know, 75 cents. I mean, it looked bad. I mean, I think there's a lot of spillover from a couple of stocks that not related to us, nothing, but there are some kind of spillover stuff coming in from, some other stocks, and that kind of affects a lot of these things. So this thing is looking pretty good here. Monster day on record volume in the US, at least. I can't pull up the Canadian chart. 1.5 million shares traded in the US. That's a lot. It's a lot of shares over the counter. And not too many Americans know about the stock. So, again, we got involved with this thing back in September, and look, it's just been building. And so we brought in some of the U.S. investors because, Wall Street Reporter, I got Americans here. I know I cover a lot of Canadian stocks, but the in theory, our audience is Americans, right? Let me, okay, CBDT. Yep. Peak is gonna break out. So I'm looking for some big news. Let's see. 25 cents. 25 cents. Yeah. Peak. Excuse me. CBDT. Very powerful comeback today. Very powerful comeback. Okay, and let's go to. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Jay, buy you a Lambo. What are you gonna buy me, a Matchbox or the real deal? The model car. Let's see, a Skylight. Skylight is looking really good. If you guys have not seen that video with Prad for today's live stream, you got to check it out. This guy is serious. He's a serious guy. Let's see. Trip, not there. Poor Hassan. We're gonna go to the trip in just a minute. I'm gonna save that for last, maybe. So anyway, PKK looking great. Everything is again. Johnson was supposed to be on today's live stream. I guess there was a mix-up, and from what I heard, he was tied up on a deal today. We're expecting some big news any day next week, but he is now confirmed next Tuesday, 1 o'clock, 12:30 next Tuesday is CloudMD. CloudMD is coming back. So we're going to have CloudMD is going to have a great week next week, and get that back on track to $5. Let's go to fans today. I don't know. It's been choppy. This stock. It's choppy. I think it's kind of building this base here. It's consolidating basically. It's consolidating, and it might be. I thought it was going to break out last week. It kind of did. It was over 90 cents, came back. So I think we're going to see some choppiness in this thing until the bulls take over. By the way, also we had Darius on the live stream. This guy is also a very serious guy. So they got some incredible things happening. I think once we see some news flow from fans, we got to see some news flow from fans, and this is going to take off. I'm looking for this thing to take off. Probably by. I think we got kind of delayed. I think we're going to be in this. It'll probably break out by the end of the year. So we're probably gonna be in this range for like a week or two, but it could be any day, just like we saw today. You never know with these things. IB, first of all, these are WSR, Wall Street Reporter. I think you're talking about a different company. Wall Street Reporter was actually founded 1843. That's 50 years before the Dow Jones started the Wall Street Journal. And they ripped off our logo. They ripped off our whole logo design. So we should actually sue the Wall Street Journal, but we got other things to do here. We're here to make penny stocks great again. So let us go to some penny stocks here. Okay, so fans is again, we're waiting for it to break out. It's consolidating, could break out any day, just like we saw with some of these other stocks. Here is one of our latest winners, ESE Entertainment in the esports space. Again, very different than fans. Fans is more of is gaming, betting, sports betting, esports betting, and iGaming, the whole deal. That's that's a whole different business. This is purely esports tournaments. They have teams, infrastructure, pure play in esports. So we introduced this. When did we introduce this? Over here, right before it broke out. So basically, you could have gotten it at 40 cents, 45 cents if you jumped in. And again, you had this consolidation, boom, breaks out. And today it hit $1.07, 2 million shares of volume. So this thing is getting discovered. Oh, excuse me. Let me sorry, I should give you that chart. Sorry about that. Let me make this chart in its full glory. So ESE is getting discovered by the mainstream. There's I'm seeing some of the YouTubers, the TikTokers jumping on board here. You know, these guys who do these videos, and not me. That's other guys. And I think this thing is going to have a pretty solid run into January, February. We're going to close out strong. Revenue. Yeah, these guys they're going to close on this deal. That's going to bring in a lot of money. So they got, I think it's a $12 million. $12 million. $12 million here. I guess what is this? Okay. 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 You want to wait till ESC settles into a correction pattern, and then I might get in. It's possible. I mean, it could see a pullback. It could. You don't know. I mean, but after a big move like this, we're running from, what is it, 35. So you might see a pullback of 20, 30 cents. I mean, it could easily pull back 30 cents, but could also run. You don't know these things. You don't know. So let's go into the next chart. Let's go into we got here. What are we looking at? Biden and Harris named Time. Here we get the news. Time Magazine Man of the Year, Joe Biden. Oh, incredible guy. You know, guy has been sitting in his basement. Here we go. Let's look at Cabin. Cabin has been taking a beating. I mean, this thing is a real roller coaster here. We had a massive run up in 1 day, 2 days, massive run up. Stock basically triples. Stock triples in 2 days. That's not sustainable. So, it got whacked. It's coming down, but I think we are actually at. It's right at that key, 50%, 30. Yeah, it's 50, 60% retracement. It's a really, yeah. Here we go. So 3 month. I mean, it's not looking. This thing is not looking great. I think it's finding a little. I can see it's getting a little bit. It's in that kind of support area, right at the key support. Let's look at the 10-day chart. Okay, so this is a little bit more promising. This kind of shows you what's really happening here. Yeah, so it's right at support right here, 22 cents roughly. I don't even think it'll hit 20 cents. I think this is it. I think this is the support level right here. And from here, it's going to build a little bit of a base. And I think we could rip next week. So once it solidifies here, this is going to run. They got some interesting news coming out. This is a high concept company. So the way you got to look at this, the way I'm looking at this is again highly speculative, like all our stocks, right? Highly speculative. But if they get even a little bit of traction, it's going to this could be easily a 10-bagger. That's why we're involved. Okay. By the way, if you're watching, definitely press the like button. So we get the YouTube algorithm. very important with YouTube. You know, these guys, they need you to like these videos. Otherwise, otherwise what happens? Nothing happens. so definitely hit that like button, hit the dislike button, whatever you want to do. Subscribe to the channel. We're also on Telegram. We're on Telegram if you want to get the daily updates. We got daily action alerts throughout the day, and it's free. For now, it's free. Nothing in life is free, but this is free for now. We got, let's see, wallstreetreporter.com for the latest info. We're on Discord. And again, what is this channel about? If you're just tuning in for the first time, we're here to find stocks with 10x to 100x upside potential. And we've had a number of them. We've had already, I don't know, 3 multi-10-baggers, 1,300, 2,000%. And as you've been following, we've had a bunch of 500%, 300% winners just in the last month. Even a triple like Cabin. Todd got in at 17 cents. The stock went to 45 cents in 2 days. Cabin did a private placement. Oh yeah, so they did that private placement. I think it was like on that day it exploded. Basically, I think that deal was like that morning was priced. So yeah. So I think actually Wall Street, corporate America does love Joe Biden because Democrats are usually good for like big spending, out of control, corporate, it's that whole corporate government industrial complex, big business. So that they actually do love the Democrats. And listen, I think I think if he gets in, I mean, if he manages to sneak in, he'll probably just copy what Trump was doing, because I don't think he has any original ideas. I mean, Joe Biden has a history of plagiarism. I mean, he copied people's speeches. Joe Biden has not had an original idea in like 75 years. Okay, I mean, the guy's been a senator for 40 years. He's never done anything. So I don't think he's going to. I think what Wall Street likes is status quo. So I don't think anything is going to change if he gets in it. I mean, he might talk a lot and whatever, and So I think it'll actually be okay. Yep, Wall Street loves Biden, absolutely, because I think Trump just scared a lot of people. I mean, he's kind of the guy says what's on his mind, and makes corporate America nervous. Although he was very good for corporate America. I mean, look at markets at all-time highs. I think the guy did a great job. It's just a real shame that he basically got ripped off. We got massive election fraud, but that is, that is what it is. But I think ultimately things are going to work out. I'm an optimist. You're going to hit the love button. The love button. I don't know what that means. The like button, if you get more, is E. No, exactly. No like, no Lambo. You don't get the Lambos here. So we got, what do we got going on here? Super chat. Super chat. We got to go to the super chat from Curtis Winand. Curtis Winand with that landscape. Wow, it's pretty nice. What is it, like a lake there? How do we get in the Discord? You are welcome. I hope you're making a lot of money. Definitely take some profits. I mean, if you're up 400%, you might want to, sell a little bit so you get your principal out. Always a good idea. The Discord is, I got to post that link. We're going to post the Discord link. Somebody please post it. I'm going to post it on the video at the bottom of the video after it goes like after the live thing. There's going to be a link. We should have the link somewhere, but yeah, it's definitely out there. But thank you for the super chat, Curtis. I appreciate it because it means that you're getting value here. That's what this is about. Bu- 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 bu. I think actually, you know what? I think Biden will be good for CBDT. So look, if you guys just want to make money, I mean, Biden, I think all our stocks are, you know what? This is, what can we say? All our stocks are actually would benefit bigly and huge, as Trump would say, from Joe Biden. Because look, we got Trip, we got we got ICANN, which is a cannabis. They're going to be rolling joints. They got machines that are going to be churning out billions of joints. Ganja Gold. We got the the shrooms at the Trip. We got COVID testing, which is, we got everything going on here. We got healthcare, esports, sports betting. I gotta tell you something. I think and we got Visby, which is does security and retail. So when you have all the riots and looting and everything else, they're gonna need that Visby. So okay, here it is. Here it is. This is the Discord link. How do we make it? How do we? Oh, okay. So so Curtis, you see this link? It's click on that thing there from where they at, and you will get in there. And we look forward to seeing you. I'm waiting for logic. I'm waiting for logic. This is again the chart is consolidating. A breakout could happen any moment. Cabin. I don't see any reason why it can't be $1.50 once it gets momentum. I mean, or more. Here's like this guy is going after like a big concept. This is pure speculation. This is like a mining stock almost. Okay, it's blue sky. If they can get some traction, it could be a massive home run. I mean, this guy kind of swings for the fences. He comes up with crazy ideas, and if it works, it's going to be a home run. That's why I like it, because it's asymmetric return. I mean, if this thing hits, it could be $10. Why not $100? I mean, you know what? At this point, I think CBDT is back on track. CBDT is back. I'm gonna do Trip in just a little bit. Kenzo, you're Nextech. Okay, I think Nextech is kind of busted right now, to be honest. I think their chart is a little bit. I think that one is like the Lambo that's in the ditch. They ran it into the ditch. But it might come back. I think, look, if the stock is $2, I think you'd have a good run. I think right now it's looking for direction. I think we're gonna have imaginary. I want them to get some. I want Alan. Alan is reminds me of Cabin a little bit. So he's going after like a big thing. I mean, the guy is like a visionary guy who's like always been early on trends, like phone cards. Like I think he's got to get some traction and a pipe more. I think what I'm looking for really is I want him to get more visibility on deal flow, like not stuff that comes once every 6 weeks. I want to see like there's going to be a pipeline of deals that they can announce, once a week, twice a week. Then I'd like to have them back on, because otherwise that's our audience. You guys basically, you have no patience for long-term stories. So I don't want to waste his time. I mean, once they're set up, I want to have them back on. Calvin Ting, Lambo. Calvin, I sent you on the Discord. I put up the video of that lady in the lady in what is it? She's the Lambo. She's a saleswoman at in Canada. What's the video's there? She's very nice looking. What is she? She's got to be she's like a MILF, right? A cougar. Calvin, she could teach you a couple things. You come in there, you get a test drive in the Lambo. She actually seems very knowledgeable. Check out those videos on YouTube. She knows a lot about those cars. So let's see here. Trip. Oh, should we do Trip? Let's do Trip. This is a rocket. Speaking of Lambos, this is the lime green Lambo machine. Okay. So here we go. So we got this. I mean, I don't even know how to interpret a chart like this, to be honest, because there's not enough price history to really give you. So we're kind of in, there's no roads here, right? It's like we're out in blue sky potential. So we got massive momentum, massive volume coming in, a record volume. The stock is going up on a record volume, which is bullish. It means the market accepts these prices. And if you notice, here's what's interesting. The stock is doing these big run-ups, big giant moves daily, and it closes near the high. So there is consistent buying. The market likes it. Todd is a very sharp guy, and I think what he's doing here, he's going to build value in this business where it's going to be beyond even the psychedelics, beyond the truffles and everything else. I mean, this could turn into something very interesting. I mean, the guy's a very creative guy. If you look at the team he's put together, he's onto something here. So I think this could be a dollar stock very, very quickly. It might consolidate. It might hit like 45, 50 cents, pull back, and then this could be a $2.50, $3 stock by February. All right, Lambo meetup. What is that? $2.79? What happened? Did you just give me $1.99, or is this two? What is this here? Evan G owes you big time. Bring a stock. Yeah, I'll tell you what. No, really, it was. Yeah, I think. I mean, look, people are strange. Everybody's got their like crazy thing, whatever, and it is what it is. That's like hey, it's like you see these bands, like they break up. The bands break, like egos and arguments about money and credit. It's just nonsense. Whereas if you look at the Rolling Stones, these guys are together. What are they? 100 years old? I mean, these guys are making what, about 100 million a year each. I mean, Mick Jagger is a billionaire because they do their business, and that's it. They get it done. They're yeah. Let's see here. If you average up your stock picks, can you still or buy? I don't understand this question, actually. I'm not sure if I understand this question. If you can rephrase. We're going to go into Doc in just a minute. Okay, Calvin is at 250 grand already. Calvin is at 250. Calvin, how much did you average? Calvin, you should be doing more on Super Chat than 279. I think that's what they're saying. we have to let's see here. Okay. Dump into PKK. It'll be an easy 10-bagger. I think PKK right now is looking pretty good. I got to tell you this. It's shaking out all the weak hands. I think we're set up for a big move, and it's going to surprise people by a lot. Let's see. Okay, we got Trip. We did Trip. Trip, I think, is actually in a pretty good position for tomorrow. Oh, let me pull up. Okay, so we did fans, we did cabin. Let me we're almost done here. Let's do Doc. The Doc chart. Doc is consolidated. It's like some of these things. They do a big run, then they got to consolidate. I mean, long term on this chart is very solid. I mean, it's basically doing your normal. This is like what normal uptrends do. They pull back. They shake people out, then they start running. I thought we were going to have the breakout yesterday, and again we got faked out again. So it's just going to frustrate people for a little bit longer, I think, till it kind of builds out a base and starts running. So it's probably going to do it right when I give up on it. So right when I say, okay, I don't know when it's going to do it. So that's when it's going to explode. But my target on Doc is at least $5 minimum. It's a minimum. This is an institutional quality stock, and it should be a minimum $5, $7 stock once they get the traction back. And I think that's going to happen very quick. Okay. Mechanic Brands. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Again, this thing is just building and building. This is like it just going and going. It's like a snowball in reverse. It's going uphill, the snowball. It's going to be very, very powerful. Let's see here. Okay. If anybody's not a subscriber to the YouTube channel by now, you should, and press the like button. Press the like button twice. Press the super chat button 2 or 3 times. At the bottom, the super chat, the dollar sign. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at NIO. I got to look at NIO. But NIO, I'm not bullish on NIO. But yeah, it's a normal thing for a stock to consolidate, on the way to becoming a 10-bagger. That's the normal thing. They don't just go straight up. They usually, look, the average 10-bagger in our universe takes about 10 months, 9-10 months. And I talked about that way back on our videos. So, I think ultimately might be 3-4 months before it gets to $5, $7 or more. So be patient. I mean, if you're in at 50 cents or $1, even now, good place to be on Doc. ICANN is about to blow up. Let me go to the short-term chart. I want to show you the setup for tomorrow. I want to show you a bullish setup for tomorrow. So we got this flag. Look at this double bottom. Boom, boom, boom. I think tomorrow ICANN could pop. I think we could see 75 cents, $1. I think once ICANN goes to $1, then it's going to really start running. I think that's what's happening here. It's kind of building slowly. Once it gets to $1, it's going to explode. Let's look at VSB. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we have a live stream. We got VSB at 1 o'clock, and we have a debut from a gold stock, Gold Explorer, which is an amazing new company, brand new, fresh to the market, basically. And it's run by a very well-respected geologist who has a track record. He's had multiple huge wins. Okay, his name is Peter. That's his first name. I'm not going to give you his last name. That's a hint. We're going to announce it on Telegram tomorrow. We're going to announce the new company tomorrow morning on Telegram, maybe on Wall Street Reporter. So make sure you're a member of our Telegram channel, and then you'll get the info. You'll know who is going to be the Gold Explorer in advance. Okay, so VSB is looking solid. Very powerful looking chart on VSB. A live stream tomorrow with Jay Hutton. They've had some great news, so I am expecting. I'm expecting this thing to hit new highs. I mean, we started working with VSB at what price? I don't know, 14 cents. So it's up already 500%, 400. I don't know. What difference does it make? Is if it's up 400% or 500%? Who cares? I mean, so basically you could have gotten in at roughly 15 cents. And it's been recently as high as 72 cents. So if you got in at 15 cents, you could have gotten out at 72 cents, or you could be holding out right here, which is perfectly fine. You're making money. So that's what it's all about. That's what we are looking for. We are looking for We are, that's right, flag, the big bull flag. We are looking for those stocks. We're looking for those 10 baggers, 100 baggers. Visby, look, we got in at 15 cents. We got involved, I should say, at 15 cents. And, I was my initial target on it was $1 plus, maybe $1.50. Why not? So, it's still on track. All they got to do is just deliver, show some new deals. Market's going to take notice. Valuation will increase, and you guys can make 10x your money. Okay, so we got ICANN, Visby. I showed you Doc. We got Trip. Let me leave the Trip chart on one last time here, because this is amazing. Okay, this is the Trip. So, if you were on our Telegram channel, you could have gotten in this. Calvin again with a 2. This must be like an auspicious number. The 7279. CBDT will win the fast lane challenge. Meaning what, Calvin? You think it's going to go to 10x from here or from where? What's your target? What is your target on CBDT right now? Because you've been actually pretty good with some of these. You've been in and out of a bunch of these stocks. You've been kind of trading them. What is your target? $6 for Visby. Why not? I don't know. Look, with any of these stocks, a lot of times it's the stock price that makes the company. Look at Nextech. Nextech, if it wasn't for the stock price going up, they would never have been able to raise money. I mean, if Nextech would be at $2 right now, they would never have been able to, buy that, the streaming business, the other stuff they've done, hire people. They would have never been able to do that. But once the stock starts moving to $5, $7, $10 from that level, you're able to raise money. You're able to pivot, get into new businesses. So the stock price actually has a big impact on a company. If you have a smart CEO, a guy who knows what he's doing, takes advantage of opportunities, that's what this is about. Because even if these companies start out with not such great fundamentals, but if a stock starts moving and you have a smart CEO and he takes advantage of that rising stock price to use it as a currency to make acquisitions, raise money at that higher stock price, so he doesn't dilute shareholders, and uses that to I don't know, for business development, for acquisitions, etc. It's transformative. So the stock price transforms the company. It's the tail wagging the dog. The stock price is the tail, and the tail wags the dog if you have the right CEO. So that's why we have these guys on the live stream, so you can look them in the eye, ask them your questions, and decide for yourself if these guys have what it takes to look to seize opportunity, to recognize opportunity, to seize those opportunities, because that's really what it's about. I mean, a lot of times, look, for example, Cabin. If Cabin goes to $2, I guarantee you this guy's gonna turn that into a very successful business. Calvin Ting, $1 by February on CBDT. I could actually see it. I could see it being $1. CBDT could be $1. Might have a little bit of a consolidation breakout. Now, here's the question, Cal. I know you're like you get in and out of these stocks apparently. Are you going to hold? Are you holding CBDT? What price did you get in it? And are you going to hold it till $1? Or are you going to jump out of it to the next deal? Oh, all right. Mo is in at 4 cents. Impressive. I'm not sure I understand this question, but I'm gonna go with Calvin. I mean, I don't know. No, I think, I said, what did I say? 50 cents. Consolidation. Let's see here. Okay, so we got the Trip on the thing here. Is Calvin in on Trip? Calvin, did you buy Trip? Okay, so Calvin is in CBDT at 12 cents, and he's going to hold till $1? You're going to hold till $1, Calvin? Or are you going to get out at 80 cents? PKK is looking very good. Okay, so I think we covered everything here. Things are looking good. PKK next week. Next Tuesday is the live stream with PKK. We got I'm going to change this. 10 baggers to 100 baggers. 10 baggers is not impressive anymore. We're going for 100 baggers. I want to have a 100 bagger in 2021. That's the goal. We're going to have at least one stock be a 100 bagger and at least 10 baggers. That's the goal for 2021. I think we got a couple of interesting companies that are good candidates. Calvin's not into the Trip, but he's holding the CBDT, holding strong, long and strong. Discord. That's right. The Discord link is up there. So things are looking good here. Things are looking good. Let's see here. Yep. Visby 100x. Maybe. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and let's see what else is there. Yeah, there is a super stocks tomorrow. We got Visby is going to be on at 1 o'clock, and at 12:30 we're going to have a gold company, a debut presentation from a gold explorer. The CEO of the company has had multiple 10 baggers in the gold exploration, copper, silver space, and I think I like, look, when it comes to the exploration space, mining, I like guys who are like, real geologists. They have a track record of winning because, success usually repeats. All right. So that's what I think. Yep. Okay. Andrew, hey, thank you for participating in the live streams. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Sorry about the delay earlier. Thank you for the super chat, people. It's always nice. The people appreciate what we're doing here. So, what else we got? Yeah, no Lamborghinis. I think we're gonna upgrade to the Bugattis now because the Lamborghini is kind of like, it's like what is it? This is like a kid's car. We need something a little more, substantial here. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow at 12:30 in the live stream, and then we'll be back Sunday night probably for Sunday Night Live, and Tuesday with Peak Cloud MD. Who else we're gonna have? We're gonna have next week. I think we're gonna have. I'm looking here on my list here. We're actually going to have some interesting companies. I'm expecting very big news, big news from a couple of the companies in our stable, in our little ensemble cast of super stocks. So keep an eye on the news flow. There should be some news popping next week, or even maybe a little bit earlier. And thank you again. We'll see you in the next live stream.